Cleveland State and the Viking starters for you. Wearing their home whites tonight here at the Woodling Gym. And we're set for tip-off. Here we go. Oakland will start with the basketball. The Vikings will open in a man-to-man. It's Robinson against Beard. Robinson takes it to the top. It's Wells. Got the ball down low. Now Wells with 10 on the shot clock. Switch to Ryan. Hogue. 5 to shoot. Robinson with the pump fake. Found Wells deep. First two tonight for either side.
What a great play by Robinson. It's easy to see why he's in the top in the country. Most people would have forced that shot. He used that extra second to get that pass in there.
Here's Nessa the other way, the Horizon League Player of the Week for 2 consecutive weeks. Denied there. It's a jump ball that'll belong to CSU on the alternate possession.
Robinson passes up a shot. Even after the dribble, beautiful pass in time.
Cleveland State with the basketball on the inbounds. Here's Priest Ryan. Now Nessa. Oakland in that amoeba zone. He'll take so many different forms. Beard's open. 3 ball on the way. Nessa, the offensive rebound. Tie game at 2.
What a move. Great shot fake. Great up and under, near-handed layup.
Nivalarua. Spinning shot in the lane. That goes down. His first 2.
Wow.
Both teams perfect from the field early.
Great job of using his body there. Great
Here's
space.
Nessa working with Beard. Against that zone. Beard will try another 3 and drew the foul. Nivalarua came out and closed out on him. First foul against Nivalarua. First foul today against either side. 3 free throws coming for Tre Beard, who's Cleveland State's first best free throw shooter at 88%.
Well, here's Nessa. Shot fake, little up and under, near-handed layup. Beautiful job. And here Tre Beard got to the line. You know, he's going to draw those wing defenders out, and if he knocks them down, that'll make it tough on Oakland. And that time it made it tough, and they had to foul because he was so deep.
First of 3 is good for Tre Beard. 1-point game, 2 more free throws coming.
It's going to be a great test for both teams. You know, you want to play your best basketball going into the month of February as you get close to your conference tournament.
1 more free throw coming for Tre Beard, looking for his 3rd point and to put the Vikings ahead for the first time this evening here at Woodling Gymnasium, the campus of Cleveland State University. Free throw is good, and the Vikings have a 5-4 lead. Oakland, though, hasn't missed from the field yet. Robinson, transfer from UT Arlington against Beard as the Vikings continue to crouch in that man-to-man. Robinson.
Camp is so well known for being able to pound that ball into the paint.
There's Nivalarua. Creates a little space, left it short. Pierre Louis has the Viking rebound.
Pierre Louis did a great job of walling up that time without fouling.
There's Priest Ryan guarded tightly there by Brett White II. Lipscomb. They left him. Good 3-point shooter. Didn't knock that one down. Ball kept alive, and it's grabbed by Hogue for Oakland. Now Robinson. As Oakland tries to run. Robinson will slow it down, take it to the top. It's an open look for Hogue. Left it short. Lipscomb the board. Vikings trying to run. Nessa has it knocked away. Saved it behind the back to Beard.
Wow.
Nifty save. Now he's open in the corner. Couldn't connect on the 3, though. Ball out of bounds off the Golden Grizzlies. CSU basketball, and our first subs coming in as Marshall will check in for Oakland.
Watch this save, Al.
Wanders for CSU.
Watch that save.
That's like a Pat Vianchek save.
I would have hit my head on the wall, probably.
Yeah, you probably would have. We'd have been tending to you right now.
I would have been able to get under control after that, stumbling like that.
It's a baseball inbound to the backcourt to Nessa. Vikings started using that this past weekend in Wisconsin against the zone kickball. So White breaks up a pass from Beard intended for Wanders. Put the shot clock back at 20.
This is such a difficult zone to figure out. It truly is an amoeba. Campy is one of the masters in the country. A few years ago, they beat Kentucky using this matchup. Made it all the way to the Sweet 16. Guy's been coached for 42 years, knows a thing or two.
Lipscomb an open look. Couldn't connect the tip, no. And Oakland finally able to gather the rebound. There's Robinson on the quick run out. Lost the handle, but found it. Naivalurua against Nessa. Here's White. Robinson. Naivalurua, the corner three. That's short. Well, Oakland 0 for 2 on threes. Cleveland State 0 for 4. Here's Wanders. Vikings now 0 for 5 from distance. Talked with Greg Campy before the game. He said we've got to neutralize Cleveland State's three-point shooting and hit our own, and that's what Brett White II did, and Oakland's back on top.
I'll tell you, Robinson hit him right on time there.
Nessa. Pierre-Louis wide open. He will drive. Now Nessa and Naivalurua battle for the ball. Naivalurua wins. Robinson on the run out. He'll pull the trigger on the triple. That's off. Hogue. Through a double blocked by Pierre-Louis. Hogue got it back. Blocked again. Nessa with the basketball. Beard.
Gotta love this pace, Al.
Yep, it's fast. It's up and down. And we've got a full timeout on the floor, our first one. Well, it's been a lot of shots. You see Greg Campy not very happy with Brett White II.
Oh, I thought he was congratulating him for his own. They're going to make you shoot those. You got to knock some down, or it makes the rest of their defense that much more difficult to solve.
With Pat Vianchik, I'm Al Pulowski. Mike Bachman producing and directing tonight. Great to have you along here at Woodling Gym in Cleveland. Oakland with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Robinson against Beard as Harris is checked in. He's wearing 22. He's got Naivalurua sealed deep. Meanwhile, Hogue, a spin move to the bucket. Just couldn't finish.
Cleveland State's done a good job of taking away the inside game that Campy likes to establish.
There's Beard against this Oakland matchup zone. Talking with Greg Campy before the game, and said with the zone, what he tries to do is counter what the offense is doing. So when they do one thing, he does something else. This zone will take on so many different forms. Meanwhile, Wanders in the corner with the bluff. Open from 17 and ties the game with his first bucket off the bench.
Great shot fake, one dribble. If Wanders could get it going, that's going to really help Cleveland State tonight.
7-0 Robinson on the drive. Robinson got it out in the corner. White
Great
partially
defense.
blocked by Emery, who also came in during that break. Vikings running Wanders. Finds Beard in the corner for three. Cleveland State has their first three-pointer tonight. Tre Beard has 6 to lead all scorers. Vikings the largest lead for either side of 3.
Wanders, 2 consecutive plays he's involved in there off the bench. Love to see that kind of production if you're Cleveland State.
Naivalurua got it to Hogue against Nessa. And a nice move and got to the bucket and finished. Hogue with his first 2. He's 1 of 5 from the field. Neither team shooting well. Both 27% shooting from the field. His defense has played the key role early here in Woodling Gym.
Well, the referees are letting them play a little bit out here tonight, too. Not too many whistles.
Emery for Nessa in the lane. The little push shot. Missed that one. And Nessa, who's been so good these last 4 games, is now just 1 of 5 from the field himself.
That was a great read on the pass and the slip on the screen against the zone. That's the shot you want in the middle of that paint.
Oakland looking to take the lead back. Here's Warren Marshall, the 4th. Robinson against Nessa. And there's a foul off the ball. It's a hold on Ice Emery, and it'll be the first tonight against Cleveland State. So both teams have a foul against one another. How about Beard in the corner?
I love how Wanders, who could have driven in for the layup, knew that Beard was there and got it to him in the perfect spot on time.
Naivalurua just checked out. Meanwhile, the three-point shooting for the Vikings tops in the Horizon League at just under 37%. Meanwhile, a double team in the corner, a tie-up Emery and Hogue, and that belongs to Oakland on the alternate possession. Nope, Cleveland State on the alternate possession.
What a great...
No, it is Oakland. Okay, everybody went the other way, and I'm looking at the arrow right across the way, and it showed Oakland. So it is Oakland's ball.
I'll tell you what, that's a great little strategy to trap on that baseline play. If the team throws it in the corner, you automatically double team. You shoot 2 guys in the gaps for steals. It looks like they're trying to set it up again here.
Yep, Robinson will inbound.
I would imagine Robinson will throw the ball elsewhere this time. He won't throw it in the corner. Well, there it is again. But they knew to get it out of there.
Hogue draws a foul on the drive. It's on Josiah Harris, his first, team's second.
That's a great job by White. He knew that he got trapped the previous inbound. He was ready to get rid of it that time and able to draw a foul on Cleveland State.
Now, as you can see, Woodling Jim in the background, you may be wondering why we're here tonight. The Wolstein Center didn't have any heat yesterday, so they finally got it on, but too late today. So Cleveland State and Oakland are here at Old Woodling Gym. Robinson doesn't take the open three. Instead, he'll get it to Wells, who will take it and hit it. Wells has 5 to lead the Golden Grizzlies, who take the lead back by 2.
Textbook point guard play by Robinson. Wow, he's good. He can pass it and he can score it.
There's Beard working with Emery. Ice over to Tre. So work the perimeter. It's now more of a matchup look on the zone. Emery a little bit off on that one. Way off, actually. It'll be Oakland basketball as it went out of bounds. Subs coming in. Nival Arua returns. Coy Thurman also checks in for Oakland. And here's this triple off the Robinson assist.
Yeah, shot fake. Teases the gap to draw the help defender in. Kicks it to his teammate in perfect rhythm. Boy, you love to play with a guy like this. A transfer from University of Texas, Arlington.
Yeah, he's been a key to what Oakland is doing this year. They've won 4 of their last 6. Nival Arua against Harris. The Vikings continue in the man-to-man. Meanwhile, Wells. Nessa with a good block out of bounds. It'll be Oakland ball. Nessa's a sneaky good defender in the post, as you saw there.
Greg Campy runs some of the most original stuff you're going to see in college basketball for getting the ball down to the block. His players really know how to score down there. Nessa does a great job of blocking the shot without fouling.
Oakland to inbound. Here's Wells against Lipscomb. Found Nival Arua back door, and it rolls in for him. Biggest lead for either side right here. Oakland by 4.
Beautiful play off the baseline. Great read by the passer and the...
There's a bad pass that Robinson picks off. Tried to skip. Meanwhile, Thurman against Emery. And Oakland will set it up. It's Thurman. Penetrates and finds Wells in the right corner. Just missed that one. Emery rips it away. Vikings with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Just wanders as the pace has been quick. Emery, some nice dribbling move. Knifes to the basket with contact and scores.
A lot of fans would be called for a foul there, but the defender went straight up. That's called a vertical wall. Emery's so good at drawing contact and being able to hang and hold that ball back away from the shot blocker. He's so good at that.
His first 2 off the bench. There's Robinson. Little hesitation move. Now Thurman against Emery.
Looks like they have a mismatch.
A drive to the basket, a block, and a foul. Marshall got to the bucket. Foul on Cleveland State. And it's on Lipscomb. His first, team's 3rd timeout on the...
Good things and successful foul. You don't have to do great things. You don't have to be a great player. But if everybody's doing good things, you're going to always have success, and that's the formula he's using.
Marshall, 8 of 13 from the line this year, so a limited sample size, but he connects on the first one, and that's his first point tonight.
And it shows in their scoring column. They have 5 guys in double figure, averaging double figures in scoring. So there's that character of unselfishness that they bring to the way they play.
Well, and I asked him, too. I said, everybody knows about Jack Golke because of what he did, but I said, you always have a good three-point shooter. How do you get that? And he says, reputation. Guys know if they come here, they're going to get the ball, they're going to get a chance to shoot.
And he knows how to run guys off screens, too. He's a master.
Speaking of, what a great run by Wanders, found by Pierre Louis for the little reverse.
Pierre Louis has gotten so much better as the season's gone on for Cleveland State on making those high post feeds. He really reads well from that high post.
Now Cleveland State has switched to the zone here. They've got a couple of different looks as well defensively with that zone and man-to-man. Robinson almost lost the handle, but he's got it against Lipscomb. Now he got open. Got it. Robinson finally took one. It looked like he was open a couple of other times, and he unselfishly passed it up. He didn't pass up that one, and Oakland's got the largest lead tonight.
He has a really good feel for the game.
Pierre Louis
open.
Yep, they're challenging him. They know he struggles from mid-range. Oakland with the rebound. Here's Robinson. Wells. Robinson passed up another open one. Gave it to his teammate Marshall. Couldn't knock it down. Here come the Vikings trying to run. Emery finds the double on the sideline, so got it to Lipscomb.
I love how Robinson mixes his game up. He hit a 3 2 possessions ago. He had a look there, and he decided to pass it. You got to love a guy that's unselfish like that.
Harris open for 3. Cleveland State's struggles behind the line continue, and Oakland just gave that one away. A miscommunication. Out of bounds it goes. Cleveland State now 1 of 8 on three-pointers.
So here you see Robinson keeps his head up, keeps his dribble alive, creates that space, that little dribble, and then step back for the 3. And the next possession, he's got a wide open 3. He decided to draw the defender and kick it to an open teammate. When a guy can mix up his game between shooting and passing like that, you're gonna have Fitz guarding him.
Harris out, Nessa in for the Vikings, who trail by 5. Oakland in that amoeba-type zone, that matchup zone. Here's Lipscomb. Wanders open. Gave the bluff. Got a trip from Robinson.
Yep.
Just the second foul against Oakland. It's on Robinson, his first.
Wanders is really starting to play better for Cleveland State the last few games. He's been very productive. Transfer from Green Bay. Will be a big factor for Cleveland State in the tournament if they can advance.
There's Lipscomb working with Nessa. Beard. Under 10 on the shot clock. Wanders. Pulls the trigger on that challenge 3 and get it. Navalorua the rebound. Here comes Robinson again on the run out. Robinson trying to find that opening. Finds Navalorua wide open from straight away. What a great rebound there. Down low, but stripped by Wanders. So a great rebound by Marshall, then Wanders stripped him. Foster now flips to Beard. Vikings struggles from long range continue. 1 of 10 for three-pointers. Navalorua with a slam, and Oakland's up by 7.
I'll tell you what, Robinson did such a great job. He gave a little hesitation and head fake. He knew his teammate was going to keep rolling to the basket, and he just fed it to him perfectly.
Pierre-Louis stuffed. Marshall blocked his shot. Here's Robinson. Pretty took an extra step. Marshall fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot, too. It's the 4th foul against Cleveland State. 9:02 on the first half clock, but Oakland right now converting while the Vikings aren't.
There's the hesitation and pass, and he pushes the ball so hard at the defense, Al. I mean, he doesn't use one dribble is every dribble is just as hard and attacking as the next.
Marshall with a couple of free throws, misses the first. Marshall, the only player to have taken free throws for the Golden Grizzlies. He's 2 of 3 tonight. He's got one more coming as Pierre-Louis checks out. Priest Ryan back in to replace him.
Another amazing stat about Robinson is he averages about 39 minutes a game. They never take him off the floor, and he doesn't seem to get tired. Extremely well-conditioned young man.
Now Marshall missed them both. Cleveland State the basketball, trailing by 7. Vikings now haven't scored in over 2.5 minutes. Here's Wanders. Looking out top. Got it to Beard, but he's way out. Now he's going to work against Robinson. 10 to shoot, Lipscomb. Nessa. Beard. Cleveland State running out of time. Ryan for Wanders.
No.
One pass, too many. That'll give the ball back to Oakland. You know, it's funny, too, Pat. You know, talking with Rob Summers before the game and Greg Campy, and, you know, they both were saying the same things. We've got to stop Oakland/Cleveland State from shooting threes, and we've got to be able to rebound the basketball. They were both stressing those. And it's funny that both teams basically have the same keys against one another.
Well, they're both built to hit shots, and look, right now, Oakland's got the clear advantage.
And there's a giveaway. It's White. Lost the handle. Beard to Nessa. Finds Wanders. Got it. Well, he hit one just a moment ago, but the shot clock expired that time. He knocks it down.
Well, as I mentioned a few possessions ago, Wanders is going to be a key for the Vikings tonight and down the stretch of the season.
He's got 7 to lead all scorers. Meanwhile, Robinson against Beard. To the corner. Now the baseline gave it away. Just ran out of real estate. Ryan up to Beard. 3-on-2. Wanders to Beard
nice
for
pass.
3. Well, Cleveland State Just can't find their range. Meanwhile, Robinson to the basket, deflected out of bounds.
I wonder if they're going to challenge that one.
Now, Cleveland State had 2 challenges in Milwaukee on Sunday, successful on both. Right now, there is no challenge, and we'll take a timeout with 7:30.
I love how he puts pressure on the defense in transition. And here you see some stats up there. 8th in Division I in assists, 6.3 per game. And, he makes a lot of free throws, too. 2nd in the country.
Vikings a steal. Lipscomb a run out. Vikings within 2. Lipscomb has his first 2 tonight. Robinson getting back to finish that up. True point guard, Pat. Yeah. A lot of point guards now are scorers first. Brody Robinson's a true point guard. Looks to distribute, get you in the offense. And, he can score a lot, but that's not necessarily his top priority.
No. He really knows how to manage a team, too. That's a nice thing. He's just so balanced.
On the drive, Robinson to the basket, fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
There's another example of it. He moved the ball, worked the offense, was patient. Then he had an open 3, and he passed it up to shot fake and drive and draw the foul. Here's the previous play. Cleveland State, that baseline defense they're playing, that 2-3 has been confusing Oakland. They get a little run out on that previous possession.
Robinson 77% from the line this year. Hits the first of 2. He's got 4 points. Oakland back up by 3 as Wells checks out. And he gets the second one to roll in as well.
It's amazing a kid like this is down at UT Arlington, comes up here, and he really shines in this system.
Marshall's back in. Oakland by 4. This is about as close to a man-to-man as you'll see Oakland in. It's a matchup zone still. Wanders working with Lipscomb.
So well drilled on it.
Wanders. He's hot tonight. 10 for Foster Wanders to lead everybody. And those corners have been good to him this evening.
So big for Cleveland State. He's really struggled most of the year, but the last few weeks he's shown signs of being that shooter they brought in.
Robinson from straight away. And we've got a traveling violation on Hogue, who just came back in for Oakland. Emery and Harris for Cleveland State. Ryan and Wanders checks out. Wanders with a game-high 10, looking good.
I love how Beard got the ball, made that one more pass, that hockey assist. He got that ball right into his hands. He knew he was open.
Oakland was up by 7. The Vikings have a chance now to take the lead. As Robinson pressures Lipscomb. Harris going to handle the pass. Hogue picks it up. Now Robinson rushing ahead, looking for trailers. Hogue.
Looked like a travel there on that catch.
That extra step now everybody gets most of the time. Then you'll have the random whistle or they'll call it a travel.
Yeah.
Robinson. Hogue in the lane. Against Harris. Good. And one coming. Second foul on Harris. 6th against the Vikings. Count the bucket for Hogue. He'll try for the three-point play.
So that's a great read by Hogue. He knew that Robinson was in trouble. Flashed up the lane, and he knew he had that ISO attack. And he made it count.
Hogue has 4, looking for 5 at the line on the season, 76% from the stripe. Got that one to roll in. Oakland now 5 of 7 at the line today. Foster Wanders right back in for CSU as Harris will check out.
That was a dribble drive read and react from Hogue with Robinson on that play. Robinson had picked his dribble up in what's called the drop zone, and it's embedded in their offense. Anytime somebody drives and attacks, they go into what's called dribble drive motion offense.
There's Lipscomb for Beard with the hesitation move. Got open for the mid-range. There's Hogue. Got the rebound for Oakland. Robinson for Naibalurua. Now a reset for the Oakland offense. Vikings in a zone. Robinson to the basket. Just couldn't finish. Beard the rebound. Now Lipscomb. Open for 3 in transition. Now the Vikings just outside of Foster Wanders today. Cole from the three-point arc. Meanwhile, a deflected ball out of bounds that'll belong to Oakland. Cleveland State now 3 of 14 on three-pointers. Foster Wanders is 2 for 4. Everybody else combined 1 for 9.
Well, they're getting good looks, and that's, if you're a coach at halftime, you say, hey, guys, we're getting good looks. Just knock them down, you don't want to freak out about missing shots when you're coaching a group like that, because you know they can get hot and maybe run off 4 or 5 straight.
Oh, got the basketball over Emory on the inbound. We'll get Oakland into their offense here. Robinson against the Lipscomb Vikings in a straight man. Robinson trying to find that opening. 8 on the shot clock. Hogue against Nessa. Little spin fade. No good, but an offensive rebound for Marshall. Hogue again. Not that time either.
Oh, they're letting him play tonight, Al.
They certainly are. There's contact everywhere. Here's Nessa to the basket. Great find by Emory. Nessa finished. He's got 4, and it's a 2-point game. And then Lipscomb is called for a foul here.
Yeah.
That's already the 7th on the Vikings, while Oakland's only been called for 2.
Watch this find. Ice Emory to Nessa. Wow. What a play. These guys, the chemistry is really growing with this team. Early on in the season, they were inconsistent. Now they're looking for each other. They're reading each other better. It's a whole new group for Cleveland State. 15 new players. It takes time to develop that chemistry.
So more free throws for the Golden Grizzlies. Robinson, a perfect 3 of 3 from the line, has 6. Oakland by 3. They are now 6 of 8 at the line. Make it 7 of 9. Vikings just 3 of 3. They got one chance. Tre Beard, 3 free throws earlier. That's been it. And for the Cleveland State Vikings this year, free throw is a big part of their game. Meanwhile, Beard will try the 3. Didn't get it. Robinson the rebound. Into the front court he comes. Oakland by 4 as we approach the 4-minute mark.
Got a mismatch. Beard's is mismatched in the post.
Iva LaRue doubled with a couple of guards. Wants to get it out. Reverse. No good, but Marshall is there for the lucky bounce. He scores. 6-point lead for Oakland. Lipscomb again. This one he hits. 5 for Lipscomb. 3-point game once again.
As I said before, if you're a coach, you know your guys can shoot it. Don't freak out. Stay confident in them, and they'll eventually make some of those.
Well, Lipscomb coming into tonight, 43% behind the arc. Meanwhile, Iva LaRue, the highest percentage shot you can get. A slam dunk. He's got 8.
Tell you, Robinson makes it easy for these guys. In that last play, I think we'll probably see it going to break. He uses his dribble behind the back, keeps his head up, makes it simple. I don't know about you, Al. This sub-zero weather.
Another 60 or 65 degrees added on to what we had today, and it's good beach weather.
I was looking at some vacation packages down to the Caribbean actually
you were?
today. I was.
Okay.
Yes.
By the time you go down there, it's going to be 75 in Cleveland. You know that's going to happen. So I hope you get there really quickly so we get some warm weather. Meanwhile, Ice Emory for Cleveland State with the basketball as the Vikings trail by 5. Here's Nessa. The good spin move in the paint. Spun again. Scores! Boy, Day and Nessa one-on-one, forget it. You can't defend a man-to-man. He's got 6.
The pirouette in the lane.
Well, he's averaging 23 points per game in his last 4 and just over 10 rebounds. So he's averaging a double-double. Iva LaRue in the paint, the turnaround. That's a pretty shot for Iva LaRue.
Nice.
He's got 10 to tie with Wanderers for the game high. 5-point lead again for the Golden Grizzlies.
I've seen 2 very finesse plays on both ends, both teams.
Lipscomb with the basketball. Nessa. Again, it's one-on-one. He's grabbed. So we've seen that a lot, too, this month where defenders will just put their arms around him when they're man-to-man. Again, man-to-man, it's really hard to stop him.
Yeah, and that's what can't be switched to the man, and that's where he shines. I imagine they'll go back to the zone if he continues to take advantage of this. He's a tough guard because he's a big guy who can slash, and they are in the zone now.
Yep.
They have switched back to the zone.
The last foul on White is first, team's 4th. 10 to shoot for Emory. Want to get it out to Beard. Robinson knocks it away, flying ahead against Beard. To the basket, he scores. Robinson used his body well. He's got 9. 7-point lead matches Oakland's largest. Emory, quick trigger 3 is in and out. Nessa, the offensive rebound, grabbed. Oh, they let it go. Thurman got him on the arm.
All over his arm there.
Yep. And now, battle on the baseline.
Strum for sure.
Still loose. Finally, Oakland comes away with it.
Yeah, they missed one there.
Yeah.
Nessa got hammered on the arm there.
So Thurman with the basketball, and Oakland will slow it down. Leaders by 7. Thurman against Lipscomb.
See if it hurts Cleveland State.
Thurman on the drive. Oh, great find. Navalorua finishes with that left hand. He's so good with that left down deep. He's got a dozen to lead all scorers. 9-point lead for Oakland. Here's Nessa coming downhill. Wanders. Finds Nessa. Wide open. Emery for three. The Vikings still can't find their range as a team.
That one because he was wide open there. That was a beautiful inside-out pass from Nessa. Emery should have knocked that down. They needed it.
Lipscomb 1 for 4. Beard 1 for 5. Nessa 0 for 1. Emery 0 for 2. Harris 0 for 1. Wanders 2 for 4. Those are the percentages behind the arc for the Vikings tonight. Navalorua down deep, and whoa, Emery almost hurt himself as he went high, and he fouled Navalorua, came down on him. And foul on Emery's his second, team's 8th, and Navalorua comes up limping a little bit.
Yeah, they do such a great job on their interior passing. Keeps his balance, sees how much pressure he's got, and shoots over the smaller guard there. And this last possession, they used what's called an elevator screen to spring him open in the paint. And Navalorua has really been impactful in these last 4 minutes.
Shooting 70% from the line this year, came in averaging just under 14 points, and he's already got 13. One more, and he'll be above his season's average.
So he slid over the top of a screen after an elevator screen, after the guard ran through an elevator screen to catch the ball in the corner. He flashed over the top of a stacked screen, and Campy's a master on that action.
14 for Navalorua. Vikings down by 11. Under 50 seconds to go in the half. And that's a foul they call on Thurman. That'll be only the 5th against Oakland. It'll be his first. 40-29 Oakland, 47 seconds left before halftime here at Woodling Gym. Stay tuned at the half. We'll talk with Cleveland State Athletic Director Kelsey Gorey-Harkey. Women in athletics this week. And today we're celebrating that. Here's Beard from long range. Got it! Cleveland State desperately needed that. Rob Summers will use his use it or lose it first half timeout here. It's an 8-point game. Oakland in the lead. 42 seconds to go. And Tre Beard from downtown.
Guys are overlooked.
Yeah, and he said, he averaged over 19 points a game last year at Shawnee State.
Yeah.
But he should have been playing Division I the last couple of years.
Now, there's an old axiom that guards at the Division II level are pretty much about as good as D1. A lot of times it's a size thing. Maybe great step.
There's Marshall to flush it. He's got 6. Oakland finding the openings. 10-point lead.
Robinson handled that double team. He knew it was coming. He lifted the ball to get the defenders up out of their stance. Then he stepped through and made just a textbook pass.
Shot clock dart. Vikings will play for the last shot of the half, or at least that's the idea. Beard for Lipscomb. 5 seconds. Nessa. 2 seconds, 1. Got to get a shot off. Beard at the buzzer. It's in and out. He had it. Just lipped out for him. And that's how the first half comes to an end in Cleveland. Here at Woodling Gymnasium, Oakland in the first Horizon League game here, we think. And you see the three-point story. Free throws, a lot more for Oakland than for Cleveland State. Points in the paint, a +12 to the Golden Grizzlies. As the Vikings will begin the second half with the basketball. Their starting 5, Nessa, Ryan, Pierre-Louis, Lipscomb, and Beard on the floor. Oakland with their starting 5 of Wells, Hogue, White, Navalorua, Robinson. Lipscomb for 3 from straight away. Bottom of the cup it goes. He's got 8.
Wow, that was great action by Cleveland State. They used what's called a Spain screen to spring Lipscomb open. They hadn't shown that in the first half. Great adjustment at halftime.
Vikings needed that to begin the second half. Meanwhile, Wells downhill to the bucket against Pierre-Louis. Just couldn't finish that. Here comes Lipscomb for Nessa. Wanted Ryan. The ball knocked away. Now Robinson will counter. Wide open for a 3. Just missed that one. But Robinson got the rebound. Navalorua down the lane. Tough fadeaway with one hand, and it's been that kind of a night for Navalorua. It'll bounce in for him, even though that ball did not look good leaving his hand. He's got 16. Now we've got a stoppage of play.
This is such a tough shot for a big guy. Takes the contact and uses a touch from about 8 feet to finish that. Shows you what a great touch he has.
Well, you said it. That was all touch because that one hit the heel of the iron and still went in. Meanwhile, Hogue's got to check out as he came up a little gimpy. He'll be replaced in the lineup by Warren Marshall IV.
Here's that Spain action again where Lipscomb sets a screen, then he gets a screen out on the perimeter. You see that a lot in the NBA. NBA teams run that a bunch.
Lipscomb again from straight away. Again, he knocks it down. He's found the opening. 11 for Lipscomb now to lead the Vikings. That's his third three-pointer tonight. It's a 6-point game.
I said to some people at halftime, I know we talked about it, Cleveland State got a lot of good shots in the first half. They weren't falling. There's a travel.
Yep, Marshall took an extra step as he went to dribble drive. For Oakland, just their 6th turnover tonight. Cleveland State's committed 7.
Again, Lipscomb steps in with confidence. They were getting those shots in the first half, and they weren't falling. And I'll tell you what, you start making a couple of those, that'll loosen that zone up.
Certainly will. Cleveland State trailing by 6. They've trailed for most of this one here at Woodling. Lipscomb, he'll try again. Down he goes with contact. No call, and the ball is out of bounds. And there was some contact by Navalorua, but they'll say it was incidental.
Well, you got to give enough space to land. Yeah, that was definitely no. That was a attempt at a flop.
Yep. There wasn't much there.
Which they could call, too, if they
Correct.
wanted to.
Yep. Here's Robinson. For 3. Right there, Robinson.
Man, is that kid good.
He's got a dozen. I can't tell if you like him or not, Ben.
He's just, because he's so balanced. He's a passer, he's a shooter,
Yeah.
he's a driver, and his stats are efficient, too.
There's White with a hold. He's the first Golden Grizzly with multiple personal fouls. That's his 2nd.
You know, you see Robinson, he knows he has the mismatch, and he draws Ryan away from the basket, and then he just raises up on him. He knows that if Ryan closes out him, he's going to blow by. And if he doesn't, he's going to take the 3. And Robinson took a chance, or Ryan took a chance and just didn't guess right.
Here's Lipscomb down low to Nessa with the pump fake. Blocked from behind by Marshall. And it's Cleveland State ball out of bounds. So Marshall was able to get all ball on that one.
And that's probably the thing more than anything that this zone has done tonight is it's really neutralized Nessa, who's been on a tear.
I said one-on-one, he's tough to guard. They got Navalorua on him now. And then off the ball, got another foul on Brett White, the 2nd. And that'll be his 3rd foul. We'll check it. His 2nd on Oakland here in the second half.
See the Greg Campy coaching box there?
Here's Nessa, the runner. Pretty good defense by Navalorua. Bothered him and got a piece. Now Robinson. So Oakland leads it by 9, looking for more. Here's Marshall against Pierre-Louis. White. Marshall. Robinson.
Oh, does he put pressure on the defense?
Against Lipscomb. Now out to Thurman, under 10 to shoot versus Beard. And I think they're going to get Pierre-Louis coming over on the help. Nope, they're going to call it on Tre Beard.
Yeah. He extended his chest as soon as he picked up the dribble here. You'll see that Tre gets in front, but he reaches right there.
I still thought that was on Pierre-Louis, but I'll give it to Beard. Here's Navalorua.
Oh,
boy, he can't be stopped tonight in Cleveland. 18 for Navalorua. And the Vikings just have no answer for him in the post.
Yeah, he is feeling it, too. He's just confident.
Here's Wanders. Got deep and scores. Foster Wanders, known as the three-point shooter, but he's been able to get some 2-point buckets tonight. He's got 2 threes, 3 twos. He's got 12. Meanwhile, Robinson, the runner, almost had a brilliant basket, but just couldn't finish with his left. Beard up ahead, Lipscomb. Feeling it. Got it.
Oh, my.
Lipscomb is on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
His 4th three-pointer today, his 3rd of the second half. And that covers just over 3 minutes. He's got 14. Lipscomb may just bring him all the way back himself.
He wants more, too.
There's Robinson.
They're looking to try to get the ball inside.
Meanwhile, Thurman the drive. Thurman the finish as he found himself under the basket. Got the layup for his first 2. It's once again an 8-point advantage for Oakland.
Tough move.
Meanwhile, Ness out top. Here's Beard. Pressured by Thurman. Now Lipscomb. White's out on him. They're not going to give him a chance. Beard, though, is open. He'll take it. He'll hit it. 12 for Beard. Suddenly the Vikings have found their range. They were ice cold behind the arc in the first half, and they've lit it on fire here in the second.
Well, that's what I said in the first half. They were getting those same shots in the first half. They weren't going. All you got to do is stay confident. If you're a confident shooter, you stay confident and take those shots in the second half.
Marshall for Navalorua. He's got 18. White Little fadeaway on the three, and he got all net.
My.
That's a tough shot. White was sideways and fading and knocked it down. Now a shooting display as Beard able to get it to Lipscomb. Beard wide open. Got another one. Now they're trading threes. We might have a 100-point game before this one is done tonight with the way these two teams have come out of the locker room.
Yes, sir. It's heating up in Woodland Gym.
Well, this is a lot of what we expected right here tonight. Couple of teams playing good basketball and teams that can fill it up. Meanwhile, Naiva-Larua is trying to get a positioning there, and Pierre Louis got Naiva-Larua for the foul. And the foul on Naiva-Larua, or rather Pierre Louis, is his second timeout
for the Vikes in the second half.
Well, Cleveland State, you take a look at their three-point numbers this season with those two, and that's part of the reason why the Vikings have won 4 in a row and at the moment the hottest team in the Horizon League. They've got that three-point shooting working along with being a healthier team. Meanwhile, Robinson working on Beard. Harris is back on the floor, and an offensive foul on Marshall, trying to get position down low. And he picks up his second foul, third against Oakland here in the second half.
You know what I love about Coach Campy, and there you see him on the screen. He has the perfect balance of, three-point shooting and then inside play. It's really, he's got a very old school approach to offense that you don't see very much. But it's very effective if you can do it right.
Meanwhile, here's Lipscomb, who's got that hot hand. Oakland out on him and Beard tightly. Yep, there's Robinson saying, we're not giving you guys a chance. Lipscomb looking. Here's Nessa. Wanders. Don't forget about him. He can knock him down, too. Missed that one a little short. It's right on target. Hogue the rebound. Hogue's back in there after exiting earlier this half. Meanwhile, Robinson draws a foul.
Yeah, Robinson was losing the ball here. And there was contact.
It's on Wanders, his first.
As I mentioned in the first half, he just puts so much pressure on. When he gets an outlet pass, there is no hesitation. He is going 100 miles per hour right at the defense, making them react to him. That's what all point guards should do. Never walk the ball up. Attack the defense. That's when they're most vulnerable, when they're backpedaling.
Yep, Lipscomb out, Emery in, Robinson, perfect from the line today. Maintains that as he's 6 of 6 now. 14 points for Robinson. Oakland as a team is 11 of 13 at the free throw line tonight, while Cleveland State just 3 for 3. 7-point lead for Oakland. They've taken advantage of those extra free throws. Meanwhile, Beard has his shot blocked. Got it right back, though. Emery right back to Beard. He'll try it again. Won't get it this time. Harris kept it alive. Nessa's got it. Nessa with contact. And a clean block by Hogue. Here's Robinson going to the basket. Got in trouble, but still able to get it out. Hogue will track it down. Now Thurman. 7-point lead for Oakland, who have led for the majority of this game. They led it by 7 at the halftime break. Thurman, 10 on the shot clock. The hesitation move. Robinson, 5 to shoot. He'll take it. Emery, the rebound. Vikings, the little counter action here is Emery going for Harris. Beard. And Oakland's been able to cool the Vikings now through that hot three-point shooting effort. Meanwhile, here's Nessa. Shot blocked. He'll pump. Fouled. And he'll shoot 2. So he was fouled by Marshall.
Give Nessa credit here. He's been struggling. The zone has neutralized him, and he gets it. He gets isolated. He attacks the.
And they have different views from what we have as well.
Right.
With EV Sport. So Nessa to the line. He'll take Cleveland State's 4th and 5th free throws of the night. Oakland is 11 of 13 at the line. Nessa, 75% from the stripe this year, misses the first, and he had to wait a long time, too, during that review. So that's where, even though Oakland lost the timeout, you freeze the shooter, and that can help you there. Again, Nessa will look for his 7th point. That one he hits. And it's a 6-point game here in Cleveland. Under 13 to go in the contest. As Zaire Wells will bring it ahead against Robinson. Cleveland State in a matchup 2-3. Here's Robinson. Now Hogue against Harris. Got in the lane and scored.
That's how you beat the zone. You attack the middle.
7 for Hogue. Oakland by 8. Nessa for Lipscomb. Got the little opening, but left it short. So now the Vikings have cooled off. Here comes the run out for Oakland. Marshall lost the basketball. Yep. Ice has it now in his hands from Wanders. Ice has got a lane. Ice to the basket. Blocked by Navalorua.
Wow, what a leaper that guy.
He had a lane until he didn't. Wells. Wanders walled up. Oakland knocks it out. Cleveland State ball.
Bodies are flying everywhere.
Well, this is an intense ball game here tonight. And how about this block by Navalorua?
He timed it up from the backside. Perfect timing. Boy, he's been the player of the game, in my opinion, tonight. Close
to a pin. Obviously, it wasn't, as you saw there. So that's a clean block. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 block shots tonight for Navalorua.
And his efficiency is off the charts.
Here's Emery using a Ryan screen. Now Navalorua switches on him. Emery going to lean. Emery nowhere to go. Emery tried to find Harris and threw it away. Just got deep with the tall timbers and had nowhere to go. It's a turnover. Back to Oakland it goes, and we have a full timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well with 11:52 to go. And
you want to play your best basketball in February so that you can roll through the tournament, get the best possible seed, and go dancing.
Here's Robinson, who's had a good effort tonight. 14 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Here's Hogue against Harris. Cut off by Josiah Harris. Now Robinson with the head fake. Pass out, one of his rare mistakes tonight. Lipscomb a steal for Ryan to the basket. Couldn't finish. Harris couldn't either, but he got fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Good timing by Harris on that rebound, and Harris slow to get up. He's had to deal with ailments all season. He's had a shoulder, an arm,
great read
ankle,
by
a foot.
Yeah, great read by Lipscomb here, and a nice bounce pass to sneak it through. Looks like there's some contact there, but no call, but extra effort by Josiah Harris.
So he'll head to the line looking for his first points tonight. And his first free throw is good for Cleveland State. Harris this season shooting 76% from the stripe as Nessa returns. Ryan checks out. Ryan scoreless tonight, but does have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Meanwhile, that last turnover for Robinson was only his second tonight. He's played a game-high 29 minutes. One more free throw for Harris, and it's a 6-point game.
Feels like Cleveland State's making a little run here, like a little silent run. See how these next 3 or 4 minutes play out.
Meanwhile, Kamari Jones has checked in for Cleveland State. First time we've seen Kamari in the last 3 games for the Vikings. Robinson.
Really good defender.
And trying to work on him. Jones not giving him any space, so Robinson, as he gets closer here, he's cut off. Robinson trying to draw. Oh, he's going to get the foul. That's what he was looking for.
Fans didn't like it.
Rob Summers doesn't like it either. See if we get another look at it here on the broadcast.
So you have to give the shooter room to come down, but it looked like Robinson was jumping into him.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, we'll see if we get another look.
Let's see here. Here it comes. Okay. Creates a space, steps back. Well, one thing you could say, the defender really wasn't in position. And but if you're jumping into the defender, it's a tough call.
Yeah.
That's a judgment call there.
So Robinson sinks them both. He's perfect from the line. The Oakland free throw shooting exhibition continues as they are now 14 of 16 from the line tonight. Cleveland State 6 for 7. Here's Nessa. The Vikings down by 9. Harris from the top. I don't know if he was supposed to get the ball, but he took it and sank it. He's got 5.
They were trying to run that Spain action again for Lipscomb, but they switched off, and Harris was left wide open.
Robinson trying to work on Jones, who's trying to work him right back. Meanwhile, here's Wells. Hogue in the lane, got deep. And scores. Hogue forced it up. He's got 9.
Yeah.
And the Vikings having trouble stopping Oakland, both their inside and out game. Lately, it's been the inside game that has caused them trouble.
He does a great job of flashing up the lane when Robinson picks his dribble up. That's that dribble drive action.
Kamari Jones, good three-point shooter. How about that? Off the bench. Says no problem. Now the Vikings have a plethora of three-point shooters, even ones that sometimes get the DNPs when they come in, can still hit them like Jones.
It's so hard to do when you haven't played all game, and then the first shot you take is a big one, and you knock it down.
Meanwhile, Hogue draws another foul. I think this one is on Jones. It is his first. Be the 5th against Cleveland State. Now, how about this reaction for JoJo Harris?
Yeah, so they switched off. I couldn't see if that was Lipscomb or Beard, but they were trying to run their Spain action. It was Beard, and he's left wide open, and we've seen him hit those throughout the year.
Hogue is 1 of 1 at the line tonight, sinks the first of 2. Oakland now 15 of 17 on free throws.
So you wonder what's the difference? Why is Oakland getting to the line more than Cleveland State? Well, they do that against all their opponents. They almost double their opponents in free throw attempts. It's because they have a determined effort to get the ball inside and attack you. It's by design. That's one of the things Campy does so well as a coach.
Here's Nessa. Beard got open for 3. Got another one. Cleveland State, who was bad in the first half behind the arc, has been on fire here in the second. 8 of 13 in the second half. White trying to answer. Can't do it. Nessa ripping it away and ripping away arms as well as Oakland grab Nessa. Couple of players there. Let's see. I think they're going to give it to Warren Marshall, the 4th.
Cleveland State's found something. They're screening in on the top of the zone for Beard, who's fading to the backside, and then they're skipping it over there. They found some action against the top of the zone, Spain action, and some backside fade screens, and it's working. They're knocking them down. 3rd
foul against Marshall. Niva LaRua's back in, so Greg Campy says, I can't waste any more time without Niva LaRua on the floor, who's the game's leading scorer. He's tied with Beard now with 18. Tre's gotten hot here in the second half.
See, there's that fade again.
Lipscomb from the corner. In and out. Harris, an offensive rebound. Beard. Jones. The runner. Kamari Jones off the bench has 5.
I told you it felt like a run was coming. There it is.
It's a 2-point game here in Cleveland. Under 9 to go as Robinson and Jones once again will have their little back and forth. Here's Marshall. Robinson in the corner off the fake. Robinson in the lane. Found the wide open White. Go ahead and hit it. Nessa the rebound for Cleveland State. Up to Beard. Vikings with numbers. Corner for Lipscomb. The 3-ball. Jones the tap. Harris foul. He'll shoot 2 and Cleveland State can tie.
Wow.
What a game here at Woodling Gym. Back and forth. Teams are getting hot. At one moment it's Oakland. The other it's Cleveland State. One thing for sure, it's entertaining basketball here in Woodling.
Great extra pass. Nice. Well, look at the extra effort. Cleveland State has not been known for their offensive rebounding, but they're sure doing a great job. And Josiah Harris, good free throw shooter, goes to the line now.
That's on White, his 4th, team 7th. And Harris will have 2 shots. They had to wipe the ball up. Had some water on it.
You know, Rob Summers coached here with Dennis Gates, and it's so interesting to watch the similarities in the growth of the teams. Gates struggled his first year. I think they won just over 10 games. And Rob Summers certainly has taken the lessons he learned under Gates. It seems like you're seeing the same growth pattern here.
Harris, 4 of 4 at the line, and we are tied at 65. 7 tonight for Josiah Harris. And the Vikings have erased a 9-point deficit. In fact, they were down by as many as 11 here in this second half. Robinson trying to get Marshall open. There he is against Lipscomb as the Vikings in a tight man-to-man. Hogue. Niva LaRua's got the mismatch down low he wants. Will they get him the ball? Instead, it's Hogue on the spin, the strip by Nessa with great hands. Cleveland State can take their first lead since early in the ball game, but Robinson knocks it away. Here's Hogue to Robinson. Now Oakland with a 2-on-3. Robinson with some nifty dribbling. Robinson finds Niva LaRua and he crushes it. What a pass. What a finish. Oakland by 2. Robinson another assist. That's his 8th tonight.
Thought Nessa got a little too cute with the ball there. That was a valuable possession. It could have been Cleveland State's first lead.
Nessa in the lane with contact. No whistle, but he got the bucket. It's tied.
Yeah. They're making you earn it. The refs are making them earn it.
Robinson in the front court in a tie game. 7:20 to go in the Horizon League matchup of the night here in Cleveland. Robinson against Jones. Got by him for the moment. Here's White, back out Robinson. 10 on the shot clock, Naivalurua. He's got 20, it's a game high. Trying to split the double. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer way off for Marshall. Beard the rebound.
Great rotation. There it is
Lipscomb
again.
for 3. Drew the foul. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And Cleveland State can take their first lead since early in the first half when we come back. Thriller in Cleveland tonight with 6:50.
State guys looked like they wanted to make that run. By the way, Coach Summers and his staff did a great job in making adjustments, especially at the offensive end, but their substitution pattern as well.
Jaden Lipscomb with 3 free throws, misses the first. That was his first free throw tonight, and he's one of the better free throw shooters for the Vikings at 85% on the year. Both teams shoot 75% coming into tonight as a team. Cleveland State just over 75%, Oakland just under. But these are two of the best free throw shooting teams in the HL, and the Vikings take their first lead since the first half.
Yeah, incredible comeback.
Lipscomb looking for his 15th point. Only got 1 out of 3. So Oakland is only down by 1. Coy Thurman has returned. He's got the basketball in his hands as the Golden Grizzlies will look to take the lead right back against the Vikings man-to-man. This is Wells, who's also back out there. Hogue to Naivalurua. Boy, a knockaway. Beard's got it. Then he's tripped by Thurman.
Wow. It's kind of like the script has been flipped. Some of the mistakes Cleveland State made in the first half are those that Oakland is now making. And now with 9 fouls, Cleveland State is 1 away from being in the double bonus for the rest of the game.
Well, Tre Beard will get a 1-and-1 here. He was asking if that could be an intentional. Thurman right back out. But it is not. It's just a 1-and-1. It's a common foul on Thurman. That'll be his 3rd personal. It's the 9th against Oakland.
Coach Campy went with Thurman in the second half instead of White. White's been sitting quite a bit. And it'd be interesting to see if he can get his shooting touch back since he's been sitting so long.
And it appears that Nessa's got some blood, yeah. So they're going to take care of that while Tre Beard will head to the free throw line. Beard tonight has 18 points to lead the Vikings. He's 3 of 3 at the stripe on the season, shooting 88% from the line. Vikings by 1 with 6:37 to go, and Beard a 1-and-1 here. Cleveland State 9 of 12 at the line. Oakland 16 for 18. Front end is no good. The Vikings, now between Lipscomb and Beard, their 2 best free throw shooters. They've missed 3 of 4 in the last less than a minute. Robinson against Jones. This is Wells, guarded by Lipscomb. Well, top to Naivalurua. Cleveland State likes Naivalurua out there. Robinson finds White. He's open. 4-3. Off the heel, and a good box out by Harris of Naivalurua. But, boy, Robinson did a great job again of finding his teammate White open. Just didn't knock it down.
They're doing a great job on limiting Robinson's shot attempts.
Here's Harris. He's open. Got it. He's going to force Naivalurua to come out and guard him. Harris has 8, all in the second half. Vikings have their largest lead of 4.
Again, great adjustments by the Cleveland State staff. They found something that works in the second half to spring shooters open for those open looks.
Robinson got around Jones. Here's Hogue. Now Naivalurua. It's been so tough in the lane. Out to Robinson against Jones. Cut off. He won't give up, though. Kicks it out to Wells. Versus Lipscomb, 3 to shoot. Wells on the runner. Rebound Beard.
Wow.
And a break for Oakland is that shot clock it reset and the ball just hit the backboard.
Yep.
But Cleveland State got the ball anyway on the rebound. Here's Nessa. The Vikings now try to build on a 4-point lead. Nessa got by his man Wells and kissed it in off the window. He's been quiet tonight. He's only got 11. And I say only because he's averaged 23 in the last 4. Vikings by 6. Under 5 to go in Cleveland. Oakland was up by as many as 11 tonight. And now we've got a whistle off the ball and a foul on Cleveland State. It's going to be a hold on Tre Beard. And that will be Beard's second foul. It's a 6th against the Vikings.
So what Cleveland State's doing is they're flashing their bigs up to the elbows, and then they're fading the guard off the back screen. You can see Harris setting it, and the defenders have to react. In that case, Nessa realized he had the one-on-one ISO, and he took it.
And Cleveland State steals the inbound. Harris has it. Vikings now are on a 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes. They're up by 6.
So here it is. There's the screen fade. That leaves a shooter like Harris open.
Lipscomb. Got it. 5th three-pointer for Lipscomb. 18 for Jaden Lipscomb. And we've got a timeout, I think.
Back to him. It's just great team play and a great read. Cleveland State has really, really made tremendous adjustments coming out of the half to beat this zone.
Well, this one, of course, far from over with the way that Oakland can shoot threes in the second half. Oakland, though, is just 2 for 8 behind the arc, but they can still get hot here with 4 minutes plus to go.
They sure can, but this guy's done a great job on Robinson. It's really bothered him. His length and quickness has contained Robinson here in these last 8 or 9 minutes.
Marshall for Naivalurua. He's been good tonight. He's got 20. He's 9 of 12 from the field. Makes a great pass to Marshall. He's stripped, and he's out of bounds. Boy, Naivalurua gave a great feed to Marshall, but it was a great strip to get Cleveland State the ball back.
Marshall kind of fumbled at first and gave the defender time to get over there and swipe at it. See it? Oh, yeah, good strip by Nessa. Yes, sir.
So Cleveland State with the basketball, leaders by 9 as we tick under 4 minutes here at Woodling Gym.
So here comes the post flash. Hit it on this side, now fade off to the backside. It causes a lot of rotation and movement.
Beard got another one and fouled. A chance for a 4-point play as the Vikings pull away tonight in Cleveland.
The Oakland players look
How about that? And now he's at the free throw line shooting 1, looking for a 4-point play. He's 3 of 4 at the stripe tonight. 88% on the year. With Pat Vianchik, I'm Al Pulowski. Great to have you with us here in Woodling Gym in Cleveland. As Beard sinks it, 13 points is the largest lead for either side tonight. Under 4 to go here at Woodling Gym as the Vikings look for their 5th straight win against a very good Oakland team who was just a half game out of first place coming into tonight. There's Naivalurua to Robinson, got an open look. Shot it long, the rebound is long. It's on the floor, Harris has got it, he's trying to call time. I don't think he got it though. We're going to have a jump ball, I believe, and that'll be Oakland's.
Unsung hero for Cleveland State right now is Kamari Jones. They brought him in, and I believe Cleveland State was down by 7 at the time, and they inserted him in primarily for his defense on Robinson, but he's also given them scoring, but he has really gotten inside Robinson's head. And his length and quickness has really bothered him.
And it is a jump ball that'll belong to Oakland on the alternate possession with 3:28 to go. Vikings lead at a baker's dozen here tonight. And Oakland in the second half, they're just 2 for 9 behind the arc, while the Vikings are 11 of 18. They've made 16 three-pointers for the game. That has tied a school record. Second time this year they've tied a school record with 16. Second time on this win streak. And now they're checking. Greg Campy wasn't happy about something over there. I think they were making sure it was Oakland's ball. It is. That's correct. It should be the Golden Grizzlies basketball. Naivalurua will inbound.
So now if you're Cleveland State, you have to take away all threes, make them score tough twos.
Robinson, Hogue. The drive to the basket and the finish for Hogue.
Well, they found the mismatch there.
That ends a 15-0 Cleveland State run in the last 4.5 minutes. Vikings by 11, just over 3 to play as Beard guarded tightly by Robinson. Beard for Nessa, but Naivalurua grabbed him as he went in front with the ball side hand. He's called for the hold. That's his second, and it'll be 2 free throws coming for Dayan Nessa, who tonight is 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 11 points and 9 rebounds. Those 9 rebounds are a game high. And this 11 and 9 performance is the coldest for Nessa in the last 5 games, which tells you how hot he's been at the end of January and into February.
But to have almost a double-double is still being good. That's still pretty darn good.
Yeah, no kidding. You would have taken that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most nights. But he's struggling against the zone because they had him in a different position. This second half, they put him flashing up to the elbow area, and he's able to either go ISO or skip it to Beard for the 3.
Robinson under 3 to go, looking for White to try to come free. There he is. Robinson. Boy, he's been working hard tonight on the dribble. On the drive. Drew the foul. It's a push against Jaden Lipscomb.
They're giving him 2 shots.
It'll be his third. It'll be a 1-and-1.
Okay.
But with the way Robinson has shot free throws tonight, he's a perfect 9 of 9. They might as well be 2 shots because the likelihood of him missing is low.
I saw the official hold up 2 fingers. He was indicating the number was on 22.
Front end is no good. How about that?
Oh, boy. That was definitely a jinx there, Al.
And Harris being harassed but came away with it. Here's Beard.
It's hard to believe this kid was playing Division II last year.
Yeah. Tre Beard with a game-high 22 tonight. Working on Robinson. Now Nessa. Beard on the fade. Thinking about it. The step back. The long one. Nessa unable to save it. Didn't have to. It went off Hogue. Cleveland State basketball with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. 2:19 on the game clock. So Rob Summers has had a whale of a second half, and now and he's in disagreement. I just saw what he said to the official. He looked perplexed. Well, Greg Camp, he's been there for 42 years, the longest tenured Division I coach in college basketball. We were talking before the game about it. He said, then there's Izzo. I think he's got 33 years.
It's amazing.
You got 2 of them, right next to each other, Michigan State and Oakland. Now Beard with 10 on the shot clock, working against Robinson. Pick and roll for Nessa. Blocked out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland State ball. Pretty good block there, too, by Marshall. 5 on the shot clock.
It's amazing. It seems like the energy level has shifted from Oakland to Cleveland State. When you knock some shots down, boy, it sure energizes you.
Yep. There's a lob into Nessa. Lost the ball. Here comes Robinson. 1-on-1 with Beard. To the basket. Scores! And one coming. Count the basket for Robinson, who used that off arm well to draw the foul.
Great steal by the Bears, and great run out and finish by Robinson, who's not been able to get his shot off this second half.
Third foul on Beard. Let's take a look.
Here he gets into the contact, draws the foul, and finishes.
Yeah.
But misses the free throw.
Wow, he made his first 9. He's missed his last 2. Go figure. 11-point lead for the Vikings, who were down by 11 here in the second half. Beard down low for Lipscomb. Wide open Jones. He could think about it. Knock it down anyway.
Everything's going Cleveland State's way right now. Everything.
8 for Jones off the bench in the second half. He's played 10 minutes. Here's Robinson for a 3, just short. Harris the rebound. Nival Larua trying to get it from him. He'll flip it to Beard.
Kamari Jones did a great job again getting a hand up.
And then Hogue. Or nope, we're going to have a timeout for Cleveland State. Hogue was pressuring. Timeout Vikings. They've got 1 left now. This is a 30 with 1:23 to go. Vikings up by 14.
Locking in, and they were going to make a run, and they did. And, when you're knocking shots down, though, it sure makes it look easy.
Just call him Karnak Vianchik.
No, it's years of coaching.
That, too. Lipscomb going deep for Ness. He's wide open. The breakaway. Kabam!
It's a great play. Bring both wings up, fake the screen, and then slip it to the basket.
Robinson to the basket. He scores. Count it. And one coming. Robinson. With that bucket's got 21. He'll look for 22 at the line.
So what Cleveland State does, they bring both wings up the floor, and they pretend like they're going to screen for the point guard, and then Nessa slips the screen to the basket. They just throw it over the top, wide open.
Robinson got that free throw. He's 10 of 12 at the line tonight. 13-point game. And Navalorua knocked it away, but off his knee. It'll be Cleveland State ball. 1:11 to go.
There's plenty of time left for Oakland. So, looks like Cleveland State's trying to set up the same thing, but...
Here's a look at the game summary. Oakland led by 10 at the half. They led by as many as 11 in the second. But Cleveland State has outscored Oakland in the second half by 23 points.
And Tre Beard was missing those in the first. There you go. There it is. He screened.
Yep, it's holding them.
Nessa went left. Beard went right.
Second foul on Robinson. And we'll walk it down to the other end. Beard will get a couple of free throws. You know that Brody Robinson has played every minute in tonight's game.
Yeah.
And he is probably the most active player on the floor. To have energy like that. I mean, I guess when I was 21, 22 years old, I don't know if I had that much, but.
I mean, you look at the kid, he looks like he's as fit as you could possibly be.
Yeah.
He's probably super committed to it.
Well, how about his night? 22 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, only 3 turnovers in 39 minutes. As Beard knocks down the first one, and Tre's got a game-high 23 points tonight, looking for 24 here.
Well, by the way, one thing that's interesting is Oakland's last 3 games have been their 3 lowest scoring totals recently. So something's changing. Coaches may be adjusting. His little extended pressure that Cleveland State hasn't shown yet.
There's Naiba Larua down the lane. Got to the rack and finishes. First bucket in a while, but he's got 22 to time with Robinson for the team high. Beard splits a double team. Finds Lipscomb open. Lipscomb now will dribble out some time with the Vikings leaders by 13. He'll play keep away himself. Here's Harris. Says never mind. Kabam! Harris with a dozen. All in the second half.
Lipscomb doing his Curly Neal impression. For those of you that remember the old Globetrotters.
Here's Hogue against Lipscomb. Try again. Able to score off a couple of pump fakes. It's again a 13-point game. Beard under pressure from
Beard's
Thurman.
done a great job handling this pressure.
Al Jones, it's a 3-on-1. Lipscomb will hold the basketball and will dribble it out to mid-floor. It's a about 6-second differential shot in game clock. And Cleveland State sees their fans come to their feet here at Woodling Gym. The Vikings will win their 5th in a row and improve to 6-7 in the Horizon League, 10-14 overall. Oakland will fall to 10-4 in the HL, 14-11 overall as the shot clock expires. And a chance for Oakland here with 5.9 to go to get it to 10 if they hit a 3.
Phenomenal adjustments by the Cleveland State coaching staff and players being able to execute the high horns slip and fade action in the second half, right from the very beginning of the start of the second half.
Brody Robinson set it down. Said that's that. Well, it was a hard-fought game tonight. Oakland won the first half by 10, but Cleveland State won the second half by 23.